What's up, Iron Breakers? Rurikhan here, coming at you with another video. Welcome back to Monster Hunter World, and today I'm proud to let you guys know that I finally got my third artillery decoration. It's been a long road, but I finally beat it out of the Elder Melder. I'm not even kidding. I literally beat it out of the Elder Melder. I just went in there and I started throwing decorations at her face. She fell over and I saw the artillery jewel. She was wearing it as an earring and I ripped that right off of her ear. I ripped her ear open, okay, after beating her down with a bunch of other decorations. Anyway, now that I have my third artillery jewel, I figured it was time to bring back the old Facebuster. One of my favorite builds that I've ever done with the Wide Shelling Gunlance, which, as you guys know, you can only get Wide Shelling level 4 out of Call to Roth. So you guys on the PC, you still have to wait a little while. I'm sorry to tell you, but either way, you're going to have to wait because I got a couple of Gamma armor pieces in this build. This is just a friggin' beast. Like, in the footage that you guys are watching, I'm using it to beat on Arch-Tempered Kushala Daora. It is not the best set for beating Arch-Tempered Kushala Daora. I just figured, you know, let's really put it through its paces. Let's do something that this set is not designed to do, so that it's like, if I can get this, you can probably do just about anything you want with this particular set. Okay, so the weapon is the Tear-Off Buster Bomber. You can also use the water version that you can get from the Call to Roth. Unfortunately, the bomber was all I was able to get, so that's the one that I'm using. I have it enchanted with defense as well as health regen, because this is an extremely defensive build, and also because you don't actually need anything damage related on this build, because all of the damage is going to come from artillery, which is why having 3 artillery jewels is so important for this particular build. Anyways, let's continue. The first armor piece that we are going to get into here is the Basal Helm Beta. We're going to be getting earplugs into this build, as well as super regeneration. It is going to be crazy, insane. You guys will see. But anyways, Basal Helm Beta, naturally, we're going to have them earplugs in there. We're going to socket a jumping jewel. Now, if you guys don't want a jumping jewel, that's fine. Put whatever the hell you want in there. Like I said, the most important thing in this is going to be the 3 artillery jewel pieces. The reason I like the jumping jewel is because it keeps me much more mobile, keeps me in the monsters' faces at all times, and it's real good. We're going to have 2 levels of it, but if you want, you can swap it with something else. Anyways, then we got the artillery jewel. We then have the Basal Male Beta, because I want to get some guard in here, and I realize Iron Wall jewels are super rare, but they did give you one for free. I think it was during the summer event, so hopefully you guys got that one. Anyways, on the Basal Male Beta, you're going to put in the other 2 artillery jewels, maxing out that artillery, maxing out that shelling damage. Valazak Braces Beta, you got the Iron Wall Jewel level 1, so that you get level 3 guard, which is going to give you great reduction in knockback whenever you are blocking. And then we're going to put in 2 Vitality Jewels. Now, I only used 2 Vitality Jewels in this build because I really wanted to get level 3 Divine Protection, so if you want, you can swap some of these around. If you want, like, maybe level 3 Vitality, remove one of the protection jewels, or the other way around, however you prefer. Then we got the Valhazak Coil Gamma. Now, I am going for the Valhazak 3-piece bonus so that I'm constantly regenerating health. And the Valhazak Coil Gamma is one of the best belts when it comes to decoration slots, so therefore it's just a fantastic piece of gear. So in here, we're also going to be getting recovery speed, which is important to maximize that super regeneration even more. But then we also have a shield jewel to make sure that you can block everything. And I do mean everything. You just put a shield up and block. Well, not everything. You actually can't block the behemoth's, what's it called again? The Ecliptic Meteor. Can't do that. Sorry. Anyways, we also got 2 protection jewels in there. And finally, Valhazak Greaves Gamma, which is going to give you peak performance, doesn't really matter, but it also gives you the 3rd point recovery speed, and it completes the set for the set bonus. And then we got a jumping jewel in there and another protection jewel in there, and then we wrap everything nicely with Earplugs Charm 3 so that you get earplugs on top of everything else that you already have on this set. And I hear you guys are going to say, Rurikhan, it's overkill, you're insane, you don't need all of that stuff, but the thing is, that's the point of this build. This is an extremely overkill build. And also, I should mention that this is when it's tuned for either multiplayer hunting with your friends, or if you're really fighting something that's really tough. However, if you are fighting a monster that is not, you know, like top tier, he's a little bit of a more casual monster, you're just using this for farming, I would advise you to get rid of all the vitality jewels, get rid of all the protection jewels, and stack this bad boy up with level 5 Palico Rally, get your Palico equipped with the Mulotov cocktails, and have at it, so that you can, this is the only way to squeeze more damage out of this build, is with your Palico. So if you're playing solo, or if you're playing with only one other friend, and maybe you're doing a hunt that's not that difficult, put in the Palico Rally, and it's even better. It gets even better if you put in Palico Rally with all of this other stuff on top. It is super, super sweet. But either way, like I said, this is the try-hard version. Now let's take a look at the finalized build here. We got Earplugs level 5, Recovery Speed level 3, Artillery level 3, Guard level 3, Divine Blessing level 3, Health Boost level 2. Like I said, you can alternate this, and you can get Divine Blessing level 2 and Health Boost level 3 if that's something that you prefer. But with the amount of defense that you have on this build, not to mention that you can afford to basically eat for defense because you don't need attack for anything. Like, you can see me poking every now and then. The only reason I am poking with this build is to reposition myself. That is all. And I know some people are going to bring up the age-old argument, Rurikhan, magazine, the magazine jewel. I don't like magazine jewel with wide shelling playstyle. It just, I get, like, it messes with my combo. It just straight up messes with my combo because you start thinking about it, it's like shell, poke, shell, reload. It's weird. Okay, to me, just like shell, poke, reload, shell, poke, reload. It's just much faster. Or shell, reload, shell, reload, shell. You don't even have to think about it. And I just have all of my other slots already occupied with things that I value much more than something that is going to make the combo more complicated. And it just doesn't work for a lot of times. At least in my opinion, a lot of times when I'm doing shell, poke, shell, reload, it feels awkward, okay? The whole thing about it being shell, reload makes it snappy, makes it fast, it's easier for you to adapt, you can dodge, you can do all these other things, keeps you mobile, and keeps you in the monster's face, dishing out deeps. Anyways, continuing onwards. Peak Performance level 2, you don't need this, it just comes with the Valazak pieces. Evade Extender level 2, I find it extremely useful because there's not that much mobility with the Gunlance, and being able to dodge a little bit more than usual makes it that much more of a mobile weapon. Dragon Attack again comes with some random Valazak piece, so it doesn't matter. Guard up level 1, and finally you got Balhazak's Vitality with Super Recovery, which means you will recover the red portion of your gauge fast, and you will recover beyond the red portion of your gauge. So, say for instance, for whatever reason, a monster has you cornered, you can't move, you can't sheathe the drink, you can't do anything, just put up that big shield of yours and hunker down. Like, seriously, just bunker down. I actually think that this is going to be a great build for tanking Extreme Behemoth as well, but I haven't gotten to, I've tested it before with a weaker version of this build, and it worked because every time that you get the worm stake on Behemoth's face, it's like insta aggro, but it does require more skill to tank with this than with a heavy bowgun, because heavy bowgun's a lot easier. And there was even another weapon that made, was it? No, I think the heavy bowgun is the easiest one to tank with, if I remember correctly. Lance is just like, forget about it. I would not go with that. But Gunlance, I really like it. And next time Extreme Behemoth comes around, I want to actually tank it with this. But anyways, guys, I'm going to let the rest of this hunt play out so that you guys can see. Near the end, there will be something that some of you guys will be confused, like, what the hell are you doing? I was trying to do something that the Iron Breakers called the neck breaker, and I failed. Neck breaker is because the final position where Kushala is, usually if you knock him out on top of the platform, his neck is protruding from the platform, so you can kind of like, you know, jump to the sideways and do a jumping attack. It almost looks like you're breaking its neck. I was trying to do that move and I failed a couple of times, and it looks a little bit awkward near the end. That's why. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this hunt. Let me know what you guys think about the build. This is, in my opinion, a super solid Gunlance build. Check it out. Try it for yourself. Even if you don't have Wide Shelling level 4, try it with a Wide Shelling level 3. In here, I did not even have Feline Bombardier, and it was still my best time on the Arch-Tempered Kushala, which is not saying much because people can cluster the crap out of this monster in no time. So if you want to do speed runs, clusters are still the king. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. Remember, subscribe, like, all of that stuff if you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.